AI will replace 300 million jobs. That is what Goldman Sachs just predicted in March. With new AI like ChatGPT, many jobs are at risk. AI can be seen as a threat, or you can see it as an advantage. And if we see how we can use OpenAI API to create amazing ideas. This is what we will see today in this video about the top 10 ideas about how you can use OpenAI API to create funny ideas. So first we will go on OpenAI website, and so we will first have to sign up. I already signed up, so I will just log in. Once you are logged in, you can choose what you want to use, and today we will use the API. And so when we are on the website, we will first have to create the API key. So here we go here, view API keys. Here we can see I created some keys, but I don't actually need them, so I will just revoke them. So this one, and so here I will create IDs OpenAI video. I created it, so here I have a key. What I will do now is create a new project. So using WebStorm, a new project. It will be a React project, and I will name it generating a fabulous OpenAI project, and create. And so while it is creating, what I will do is create a new file for my secret. So a .env. So here I will create an OpenAI secret, and I will copy paste it. So here, and so this file I will not put it on Git. Just be careful because it's a React app. So if you actually publish it, the secret will be available to everyone. So basically after this video, I will disable this key so that nobody can actually use it. But never put secrets that are really important in a React app because it could be used by anyone. Okay, if we try to launch, so we do npm start, it will start the project. So we can see here, our React app. And now we also want to install .env so that we can actually use the React secret. So in the terminal, we create a new one, npm install .env. Okay, but we have to put React app at the beginning, I guess. So React app open secret. And if we try to use it here, okay, so we created a .env here. So we will put it in the git ignore. So in the git ignore, we will just create .env. And here we tried it in putting process.env.react app. And we can see it appear directly here. So it seems working now. So now what will happen? So now to do the request, we will create Axios. We will import it. So install Axios. Okay, so now the important part is we will use this function. So generate text. It will be an API call to OpenAI API. So this will generate the text for us. And here, with the prompt, we will put an input. And in the headers, we will put the OpenAI API secret. And so what is important is in the input, we will use, so here the input we use with use state. And the output will be the output of the API. And we have just a simple app now with a text area where we put the text we want and a button click to generate the text and the output. So basically it looked like this. For instance, I put a tell a joke and it displayed this. Tell me I am a good developer. Generate text. We can see it take a bit of time and then yes, you are a good developer. Okay, so this is the proof of concept that the API actually works. But now if we want to make it more user-friendly, we will use a library. So I really like MUI, so material design. So the copy paste npm install. Okay, and I will use button groups. So I really like the split button. So this one. If I copy paste button group, actually I will copy paste all the split button. So everything, I put it here. This one I seems to need to install it, so I install it. And so here I will put my different IDs. So in the options, so first I will try to put the split button, maybe here. Okay, so I have a split button here. I will change the options. So what I want is, So I will create object like this. So ID and a prompt. Okay, so I just created this option. So joke generator, generate that joke for me, awkward situation solver, I just call my boss, blah blah blah. So this is like different IDs. So we have an error because basically we have to put here the different stuff. So ID, and if I handle the click, okay, so we have an error if we click here because, okay, so now we have all the situations that we can choose, but if I try to choose joke generator, well, obviously it doesn't work yet because I have to link this to this. So what I will do is first we will remove the text area because we don't need it now. Same for the button, we don't need it now, but okay, so we'll try to pass some parameters to the split function, so the generate text, the input we don't really need, but also the set input. And so in the split button, so we have a props, which here is called props.generate text. Actually, we can just replace it with generate, so props generate text, and here we also want to put props.set input, and we will put the input like this. So now if we try again, so funny nickname, we press, oh, it seems to be working. So if we make a joke generator, what did the fish say when it hit the wall? Down. And so now a humorous horoscope predictor. Leo, today you may find yourself getting irritated by small inconvenience. Although it may be frustrating, try and take a few breaths and remind yourself that life has bigger problems that you should be worrying about. The universe has a funny way of helping you appreciate the little things. Interesting. So yeah, our text generator seems to be working. We can delete the under click, and we can also delete the button, this one. So yeah, that's how you create some IDs using the OpenAI API. You can really send any prompt you want, and it will actually do the same thing as if you were using Chat GPT. But you can use the graphical interface of Chat GPT, or you can use your own apps where you can have predefined text. So like here, the input is a predefined text that we will have from options. So if you know that you want to use the same prompt many times, it can be really useful to use the API like this. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more tutorials like this one, please subscribe or tell me in the comments what you want to know for the next apps. Okay, see you in the next video.